and welcome to our reaction video regarding Joe Lhota's resignation from the MTA. This is your host, Jason Anthony Pinheiro, live from his headquarters in Ballroom Hill, Brooklyn on this Friday night. That is a good one. In a way that the person who I called pay attention July 2017 is gone. And we're going to read the article from the New York Post written by transit reporter Danielle Fafaro. and, and we're going to read all the article. Joe Lhota days has come and gone again. Lola, who took an enormous tax of fixing the crumbling subway last year, despite the high-powered jobs at NYU and a handful of board positions, resigned as chairman of the MTA Friday. Fernando Ferrer, the transit agency vice chairman, was named acting chairman again. In less than a year, Fernando Ferrer had to assume this role twice. And why twice? Let's do a little flashback, shall we? January 2017, when Tom Prendergast retired due to health issues and suffering from sleep apnea. Fernando Ferrer assumed that role for 6 months. And on July 2017, full, full board MTA board member Andrew Soul, and we quote, "We need a permanent chairperson." What happened that same night? Governor Andrew Mark Cuomo called Joe Lhota and Joe Lhota by Skype, and Joe Lhota accepted the offer. So July 19th, 2017, Joe Lhota started his second tenure as the chairman of the MTA. And as of last month, he told uh, Wall Street Journal reporter Paul Berger that his term ended at January 10th, 2021. But it was cut short. And since day one, we criticized Joe Lhota of not being a a full-time chairperson, but instead he decided to split the role in two. him being the chairperson and Pafoy, the person who in January 2017, when he was on the port unauthorized of New York and New Jersey, approved a whopping $26 billion capital 10-year capital plan that included screwing up those who live on the east side of the Hudson and giving them a second air train, but this time to LaGuardia Airport, by giving those on the western side of the Hudson a bike lane over the GWB. We still criticize Pat for regarding that. We don't know what's going to happen, but several names are going to surface. And let's look into Twitter. And this is the tweet that Governor Andrew Mark Cuomo tweeted out 10 hours ago regarding Joe Lhota. We're not going to enter into details. And Emma Fitzsimmons confirmed Joe Lhota has resigned as MTA chairman, according to a state official. This is a surprise. At the last MTA board meeting, he said he wasn't going anywhere. That's correct. And here we have Jose Martinez posted this. Well, now that Joe 99 Problems Lhota have stepped down as MTA chair, I guess he got few things off his plate, like having to absorb Mr. X insults at public hearings and board meetings. And this is another one. Great moments covering Joe Lhota MTA Chairman Part 2. Dropping an F bomb on hot mic during board meeting. His cell phone goes off on a city council hearing. Rita revealed as Baba O'Reilly by The Who, and Mr. X calls Mr. X by his actual name. But of course, who spelled the news? Who spelled the question that today we having the answer? Here it is. Paul Berger. Honestly, he was brilliant enough of asking in last MTA board meeting when Joe Lhota is planning to resign. And also Dana Rothstein reported regarding conflict of interest between Joe Lhota and MSG. Of course, us, since day one, we denounced this conflict of interest. Nobody listened to us. Now what we gonna have? So one question remains. Who do you think that has the qualifications to be the next MTA chairperson and or CEO? Please post comments below and tell me what you think between Ronnie Hank, Pat Foy, or Andy Byford. And of course, we could mention Philip Bang, Catherine Rinaldi, and who will be the next person to go? In other words, to depart or resign or get fired in disgrace? Let me think. There's a certain person that's been in the Long Island Railroad almost the same time as me in terms of age. Several people, and myself included, have raised red flags regarding this person and giving privileges to a certain branch along the Long Island Railroad. Hmm, Elisa Pica. Of course, Joe Lhota got rid of Patrick Nowakoski on disgrace, right? Joe Lhota didn't get rid of Elisa Pica. Good question. But as you guys know, this Tuesday will be the first, let's say Thursday, will be the first food board meeting without Joe Lhota. So Fernando Ferrer will have to answer questions from the transit reports like they do every month. But this time, who knows what the transit report is going to ask? But please stay tuned Tuesday morning that my fellow contributor and Long Islander Matt Camper will be speaking to the MTA Long Island Railroad Committee regarding his daily frustration as a Long Island Railroad rider, the delays that he faces every single day, the miscommunication between the agency and the commuters, and wanting to get rid of a person who we know that is the executive vice president of the Long Island Railroad, promoted by Patrick Nowakowski, and whom is the head of Eastside Access. So stay tuned Tuesday morning, starting at 9:30 in the morning at 2 Broadway. You guys will hear Matt Camper's speech. I'll be there, of course, with him. And let's see what the committee has to say regarding this and what Philip N is going to do. Because, like Matt Camper has been saying in his videos, Philip N is not responsible of the mishaps in the Long Island Railroad. He's just a victim. And the responsible person here is Elisa Pica, who happens to live along the Baby Long Branch in Long Island, where we have certain demographics. But Joe, pay attention, like I told him back in July of last year, is gone again. We hope that this time is for good because we don't want Joe Lhota to be again in the MTA and having the jobs at MSG and at NYU. But who do you guys think that should replace Joe Lhota? Here are the options again. Ronnie Hinkin. Let's talk about a little bit about Ronnie Hinkin. Ronnie Hinkin has gone a long way. She was the executive director of New Jersey Transit Corporation until 2015. Then she decided to jump the Hudson and join the MTA as the New York City Transit president. Under her leadership was that the L train shutdown plan was forming. At that time was in the planning stages of something that is now a reality and something that has a starting date. And then now Ronnie Hakem is the chief financial officer promoted by Joe Lhota and created this new this new position called the president of the MTA. And now we're going to talk about the second candidate, Pat Foy. Pat Foy was until last year the executive director of the Port Unauthorized of New York and New Jersey. He was the one that approved the most idiotic, the most stupid transportation plan ever. That is building an air train to connect LaGuardia Airport to the 7 at Maxwell's Point and the Long Island Railroad on the Port Washington branch. Of course, my colleague and I, colleague Omar Vera, and I were at that public hearing hold, holded at January of last year at Fort World Trade. And we will never forget that day that we saw the most stupid thing of all coming one step further to come a reality. And that is basically being the right hand of Joe Lhota. But talking about Joe Lhota, let's see what else. Even Mike Marinaro wanted Joe Lhota to go. But his right hand, Jimmy Viviello, departed the MTA board. Hmm, why is that? Mark Marinello's right hand, Jimmy Riello, resigned from the MTA board last month. And almost a month later, Joe Lhota resigned. Pure coincidence. Is this related? Pure coincidence. No? Because Mark Marinaro and this I'm going to respond Matt Camper's comment on his video that he did on election night and why I posted the comments that I posted on his YouTube video. Number one, why Mark Marinaro haven't attended no MTA meeting whatsoever, nor Cynthia Nixon. But, for instance, in last month's meeting, we had Councilman Yandis Rodriguez and even the now re-elected Congressman Adriano Espaillat. Two people speaking in the MTA full board meeting. Why Mark Marinaro and Cynthia Nixon didn't do the same? Why Mark Marinaro didn't ride the subway like President Andy Byford does every single morning? Why he didn't ride the Long Island Railroad? Why he didn't ride the Metro North? Of course, he was the former executive of Ulster County. He's covered by the MTA network on Metro North. And my question is, why is it no county executive investing money on the MTA? And why is it that Warren Wilhelm Jr. is not investing more money on the subways, the buses, and on the Staten Island Railway? Why is it that the county executives of Nassau and Suffolk counties are not investing money on the Long Island Railroad? And why is it that Nassau County does not want to give up the not so nice? Why is it that the Westchester County executive doesn't want to invest money on Metro North? Why is it that the mayor of New Haven, Connecticut, Fairfield County, Ulster County, Orange County, Suffern, etc., all counties covered by the MTA, every county executive should cover part of the cost? And New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc. should surrender Southern Station to Metro North. And of course, speaking speaking about New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc., I was told last month by Metro North Mayor Council Vice Chair Orrin Getz that New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc. has dozens of diesel trains that they are not using. Why? NJT, or in other words, New Jersey Transit Corporation, and its subsidiaries, New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc., New Jersey Transit Bus Operations Inc., New Jersey Transit Mercer Inc., and New Jersey Transit Morris Inc. don't give the necessary equipment that the Long Island Railroad and Metro North are short of right now. Why is it that the so-called grassroots organizations like the Riders on Alliance, the Strap Angus campaign, even Ben Kavik from Second Avenue Sagas, why they refuse to show their faces and support my cause? Because they don't give a damn what's in the tracks. They are responsible of the spike in fare evasion. And why I had to call out MTA's Transit Police Chief Edward de la Torre in last month's meeting. Why Joe Lhota didn't take action? Good question. But now he's gone. And it's a good day for all of us, myself included. Joe Lhota should never have returned to the MTA. Despite what Andrew Sold said last year, Andrew Sold does not do anything. Andrew Sold just extend commuter rail meetings to a point that gets annoyed. Really, it gets annoying. And I am sick and tired of this nonsense. Why is it that people myself have to pay 75 every time that we take the subway, every time that we take the bus? We have to pay, while some people in Harlem and even in the downtown Brooklyn area, they want to ride the subway for free. Nothing is for free. Nothing. I'm going to say it again. Nothing. And why I decided to do this video. One, I got off from work early. Two, it was I had to celebrate that Joe Lhota is gone, but I'm gonna celebrate even more when Elisa Pica finally departs the executive vice president post on the Long Island Railroad. So if you're if you're joining us now and you forgot the question of the night, here's the question. Who do you think that has, in other words, who is, let's rephrase that question again. Who do you think that should be the next MTA chairperson? Is it going to be Ed Foy? Is it going to be Ronnie Hinckham? Is it going to be Andy Byford? Who knows? Please don't hesitate to post your comments below and let me know what you think. So, as always, you can follow me at Twitter at JasonBXNY0619. And of course, my fellow contributors, Omar Vera, Omar V09249992, Andy Reminiscences, Chromo Corruption, and of course, to my fellow contributor, Matt Camper. Of course. So, thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. And remember, stay tuned for more.